the celeb crowd. Beyoncé, loser. Oprah, huge loser. J-Lo, you matter. Loser. If you want to talk to me about what it is you're doing to your skin, I'm all in. Go on. You got my full attention. If you want to tell me who to vote for or what's happening with the economy or immigration, please sit down. We would like to know what happened between you and Ben Affleck, what happened between you and P. Diddy, exactly what you're doing to your butt, and how you keep your skin so glowy. That will end the list of things we care about J-Lo's opinion on. Taylor Swift, sorry, you effed around and found out. You do not have unlimited influence. The young girls love you because you sing songs about men who break up with you, and they can all relate to that. No one gives two shits about your political opinion, so you should take it and stuff it. That could be your next song.
In today's episode, we're breaking down one of the biggest financial scandals to rock recent campaign history. Kamala Harris managed to raise over $1 billion for her campaign, but somehow ended up $20 million in debt. How did she spend so much? And where did it all go? From paying $10 million to Beyoncé, $5 million to Thee Stallion, $3 million to Lizzo, $1.8 million to Eminem, and even $1 million to Oprah. Her spending spree is turning heads. And this is the same person who promised she would fix the economy. Now, Democrat insiders are starting to leak details, and we're finding out that she allegedly misled donors to keep the cash flowing. Was it bad planning, dishonesty, or something even more scandalous? Let's dive into how $1 billion campaign ended up in the red. Let's talk about it.
Major money problems for the Harris-Walz campaign, which is now at odds with the DNC over its reported $20 million debt.
FEC filings also show the campaign blew through more than $1 billion in just 3 months on things like celebrity events, consultants, and those always tricky private jets.
Yeah.
Allison Nguyen is a former Obama fundraiser and a Silicon Valley tech pioneer. She joins us now. Allison, a Harris aide telling Axios, quote, "How do you raise an historic amount of money and not win a single swing state?" The honest answer is, I don't know. It seems we lost the national narrative, and that's what we need to diagnose. So, Allison, as a former Democrat fundraiser yourself, what insight can you provide into how they blew through all this money with nothing, absolutely nothing to show for it?
Good morning, Todd. Good morning, Carly. Well, I think the Harris campaign is really out of touch. Even my 3 teenage kids told me that brat girl summer is over. So why are you spending millions of dollars on Thee Stallion twerking, Lizzo, Eminem, J-Lo, Usher? Some of these are associates of P. Diddy. He is really not okay right now. So why do you want this type of affiliation? Right now, we really have to be very mindful, very demure. Not like that Donald Trump is demure, but he actually went on Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan. He talked for hours, and you really got to know his personality. He really cares and is curious about what's going on with the American people and the youth. I really enjoyed his podcast with Theo Vaughn, where he actually flipped the script and started asking Theo Vaughn why he was addicted to, I believe, cocaine and fentanyl. And that's an issue that we're all going through right now, not us personally, but many of our youth, many of our American citizens who are homeless are in San Francisco, LA, facing addiction problems.
It's a great point. And the DNC sent us a statement saying the campaign did not pay for endorsements. Any and all costs related to celebrities were towards production and relevant logistical costs. So that's their statement. Doesn't make up for the fact that there are significant money problems that they have right now. And I was reading that the Harris campaign reportedly was expecting the election results to be delayed. So if it took a week to determine who the next president was, they could use that time for people to keep on giving them money, continue to fundraise. But that didn't happen. Donald Trump, he was announced the winner at 2 o'clock the next morning. So all the fundraising stopped, and now they're in this huge money issue. So they are $20 million in debt, Allison. As somebody who's in this world, knows a lot about donors and fundraising, how much of a challenge will that $20 million in debt be for Democrats come 2026 for their midterm reelection campaigns?
Well, I think they have a real come to Jesus moment. They need to some of the leaders have to step up with the vision and communicate and connect with these types of new voters who want answers. They want people who are genuine and authentic. When you ask them questions, they want real answers.
Take a listen to what Jesse Walters had to say.
This campaign spending scandal just got a lot worse. Last week, we found out Kamala spent millions of dollars buying celebrity endorsements and staging concerts that didn't win a single vote and ended up $20 million in debt. Tonight, we're finding out Kamala was lying to donors to keep the cash flowing. Here's one of Kamala's surrogates.
This is just an epic disaster. This is a $1 billion disaster. And I raised millions of that. I have friends that I have to be accountable to and to explain what happened because I told them it was a margin of error race. I was promised, Jen O'Malley Dillon promised all of us that Harris would win. She even put videos out saying that Harris would win. I believed her. My donors believed her. And so they wrote massive checks. I feel like a lot of us were misled.
Democrats were acting like sleazy salesmen, calling up donors and saying, we got Trump on the ropes. This race is tight. And your money can make all the difference. But the race wasn't close. And $1 billion just got washed away in a landslide. Her donors got fleeced, and Kamala was clueless. One Democrat official told Notice, I'm amazed that we even got close. The campaign has been broken since the beginning. Kamala inherited Biden's campaign, which was already shaky because no top talent wanted to move to Delaware. Right after the donations started pouring in around the August convention, Kamala started to fizzle. In September, the cash flow dried up. Her honeymoon was dead, but they kept her in the dark. It got so bad, some black staffers were on the brink of suing. Black aides felt routinely mistreated and demoralized. Some had even wanted to make formal complaints and refrained for fear of retaliation. In October, Kamala was scheduled to tape a fundraising video. While she was reading the script, Kamala stopped at a line. We missed our fundraising deadline. She looked at staffers and said, well, we can't lie to people. But it wasn't a lie. One low-level staffer had to tell Harris that the campaign did miss its goal. The Kamala Harris campaign was running out of money, and no one thought to tell Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris never thought to ask. She was flying all over the country to schmooze donors and never wondered, like, hey, guys, how much money do we have coming in or out? What a puppet. Even Oprah Winfrey was in on it. The billionaire Weight Watchers tycoon demanded the Harris campaign pay her $1 million to do that little town hall interview where she claimed she had a Glock.
Hey, Oprah, good morning. How are you, darling? You looking very good. How do you think the election went?
Not talking about the election. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about
Do you think Prince Harry's going to lose his visa now that Trump's president? Thank you, Oprah.
Well, you heard from Oprah that she wasn't paid $1 million, and her friends would be saying that, it didn't go to Oprah personally, it went to her company. Well, Oprah, you own the production company, therefore the $1 million went to you. Why didn't you donate your time and all the production costs to Harris's campaign? Why did she have to pay you $1 million to interview her? Help me to help it make sense.
Kamala also blew $20 million on celebrity concerts. They even put Kamala's face on the Sphere in Vegas. See that stunt right there? Cost her $500,000. And Kamala never raised an eyebrow and then got creamed in Nevada. Kamala spent a fortune putting on drone shows in Pennsylvania. All the time Trump was going to Steelers games for free. And she lost worse in PA than Hillary did. Now Kamala's in debt and asking for money. She says it's going towards a recount. She lost by 3 million votes, so that's a lot of votes to recount. Democrats might not want to fork over any more cash. But there's one guy who's open to the idea, Donald Trump. He writes, whatever we can do to help them during this difficult period, I would strongly recommend we as a party, and for the sake of desperately needed unity, do. We have a lot of money left over in that our biggest asset in the campaign was earned media, and that doesn't cost very much.
And there you have it. But it's not done yet. She actually paid $500,000 to Al Sharpton's nonprofit weeks before the glowing interview with anti-Semitic MSNBC host. So Kamala continues to dig herself in a hole. And as we close, it's staggering to see just how Kamala Harris' campaign went from raising over $1 billion to ending up in $20 million in debt. From celebrity endorsement, questionable expenses, and now claims of misleading donors, this scandal is unraveling fast, and it's leaving many people stunned. For someone who vowed to fix the economy, her campaign's financial mismanagement is raising serious questions about her judgment and accountability. As more details come to light, one thing's clear: this isn't just a financial mess, it's a major political reckoning. Thanks for joining me, and stay tuned as we continue to follow the story and its impact on the political landscape. And until next time, take care and bye for now.